I have to say, half of this episode will make you laugh, and half of the other episode will kind of make you feel sad. You kind of feel sad, and that's what I love about this episode too. I love this episode too, and there's some references. I do agree about what the main character basically what he said, and basically what he said that he was going to do by helping all the people out, in around this park, in around the park. Now, if you guys don't know what anime I'm talking about Amagi, Brilliant Park, or I would just call it Wonderful Wonder Park. I just call that Wonder Park. So say it. But anyway, with this episode, I want to get it down into some of the serious stuff. Some of the shit, the serious stuff, and you could just tell, you could just tell that the park is not looking all that great. It's not. They have to do major cleaning. They have to do maintenance and stuff like that. That's going to cost really some lot of money. A lot of money. Now, when you go to a official park place, go to official park place, and you see all the rides and stuff like that, there may be some things are just kind of way off, or maybe some things are just not really all that bad. And take us for instance, for instance, and if you guys never played a game called Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon, if you guys never played it, it's a really good classic game. They also have some of their new games on the Nintendo Switch or PlayStation or something or Xbox. I'm not really 100% sure, but it was as I was saying before. If you guys never played that game, it's a really fun game to play. You get to build some rides, you get to put some rides wherever you want. You also get to make some guide stands and stuff like that. Like so they can know where to go, like read the maps and stuff like that. And you also have like some flyers, stuff like that. You can just like do a promotion, like you can do a promotion like for every single month or once a month with that, like to help to draw more people into the park. One of my favorite things, and I love to play Roller Coaster Tycoon, is that you get to hire some people that can not take over control of the part, not take over the part, but just to keep fans entertaining, and you'll see really good cleaning going in the park, and all this other stuff. You also have security just to make sure nobody's not starting any fights or stuff like that, because security is very very important. Going around in parks and stuff like that, and also cleaning, and also mascots also as well too. You want to make sure everyone's happy. Now you got to run some problems because the park may seem like you're it's not I wasn't saying like you're overdoing too much or anything like that, but you're trying to make them happy. If there's something that they don't like, what you're doing in the park by helping them by you're the manager of the park. That's your job. You're the CEO. You're supposed to be in charge. You're supposed to give out commands and stuff like that. What's happening in the park and stuff like that. It's always the number one priority: safety, clean, entertainment, whatever it is and stuff, and not tries to cause no problems stuff like that. I mean, you can make like a lot of money just like that. Take us for Disney or Universal Studios. And Universal Studios, those are top tier. Those are top tiers parks out there. I mean, very famous parks. They're very very famous parks, and sometimes it costs some money to go there. Sometimes it really doesn't. It just really just depends on what you really want. And yes, there's going to be some complaints about the park and stuff like that, and some people maybe are not liking what things are going around in the park and stuff like that, because like I said before with the game, it may seem like it's easy to do, but in real life, if you were the CEO and you have to go to those meetings and stuff like that, you have to take a tour of the park, make sure everything's all there. Now, I've also never mentioned this also as well too. You basically have this guy. He's not. I wouldn't say he's not like the CEO basically in the game. I wouldn't say that, but he's the park inspector. And he supposed to expect things and see what was going on from the food stands, bathrooms, and stuff like that, and make sure everybody's doing their jobs and stuff like that. If he was to find something that is just not right about the park, then he's gonna write it. He's gonna like write a referral, say like this needs to be fixed, that needs to be fixed, and stuff like that. Because you also have to remember, because he's a park inspector, so he expects that the rides are safe, the food, and other also all kinds of other things. But if people are starting to get really upset because that the park is not going the way they like it, then they're going to complain, and then they're going to leave the park, It's like, no, this park is not worth it. We're not going there because it's gross and I don't like the rides. They don't make me feel like I'm safe and stuff like that. I mean, some people would say that kind of stuff. Seriously, I'm not joking because I mean those are parks out there. They're trying to make their fans happy by doing these certain things and stuff like that, and trying to keep them happy and trying to keep them motivated and stuff like that, and just trying to keep them from worrying about other different things and stuff like that. And that's what I see here from from the game and in real life and also in the anime as well too, because it all connects. Because each the anime has its own different universe, what they do, and just basically the game has its own different universe, what they do, kind of similar to the anime, but also kind of similar to the real life issues that goes on in the parks for that. Now, I wouldn't say I'm a genius guy because I don't know anything really about parks, but even though I do know quite a bit stuff because I never worked at a park before, I never did, and something I would like to, but if you guys don't know me, because if you guys don't know me, I love Universal Studios. I love Disney. Actually, Disney Space is one of my favorites. I've been to Disney World a couple of times before. I really have, and I enjoy it really a whole lot. And I'm just very very thankful, very very thankful. And I got to experience those parks and stuff like that. Me and the mascots and stuff like that. Buying some souvenirs. Sometimes their souvenirs are very very expensive. Some are not. It just depends on the price that you're willing to buy and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely do understand. I definitely do understand. Now, I've also like when the princess was like she was just trying to give her opinions about what's going on. She has to close the park down because everyone got all shocked, like what was really going to happen, and you could just see one of the people were reacting of what's going on, and you could tell by the Gator guy or something like that. He was crying. He was sad because and he only been there for 12 days. He loves doing what he loves to do. He loves getting paid and stuff like that, and he loves to not he loves to do what he loves to do. That's basically what he just does. He's a mascot. He wants to make people happy. That's what he wants to do. And when he heard that the principal was like saying like the park had to be shut down, that really hurt him really quite a whole lot. And I can tell that some certain people out there in real life that work for the park may not even care, but may actually do care because Disney is such a very important aspect, to the core to the core. What does it really mean to you, and what do you like and stuff like that, and stuff. And if Disney were to shut down, then yeah, a lot of fans will probably say like, they really don't care. A lot of fans will probably be very very sad because Disney World is shutting down because all these things going on and stuff like that, and stuff. You're always gonna have big complaints. I'm just saying that's what it seems to me. But I just want people to know that I feel really bad for the Gator guy. I really do. I really do. And it's emotional. It really actually is. It really is emotional. I can just tell how emotionally he's attached to his job, that he's devoting himself not just to serve himself, but also to serve others also well too, and for his princess by making them happy and stuff like that also well too. Now, I didn't like the fact, the MC character, he can be seen that he's a cold-hearted person, but I wouldn't say he's not really a cold-hearted person. But I could just really can tell that I really do believe he's a very smart person. He can pull some strings or two just to get people come back to the park and to come back to the park. Even though he has offered them like 3 months to give them 3 months to get 250,000 people just to go to the park. That's a big number. That's a big number. But he has to pull some really good strings, like how he's going to do that. Maybe his strategy. I'm assuming he's a very smart guy, but I don't think he's not really stupid. I don't think he's really is not. You could just basically tell he may seem like he's a jerk or something like that, a jerk or something like that. I really don't think he's really not. I just think that he seems like he's the kind of guy. He doesn't hate people. He doesn't. It's just that his personality that says like he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. But ever since he heard of the speech from the princess, it really. I probably would say he does have a soft spot for the princess. I think he really does. I really do think he does. He wants to help out. That's what he wants to do. and he doesn't want to see the princess suffer or or her people just suffer also well too. And that right there, to me, I just think he did a really good job by saying like, I'm gonna come back and stuff like that. Now, here's something what I love about the MC character. MC character. Now, I did mention this about at the end of my video of the live reaction, in the live reaction, but definitely, I'm just gonna say this right now. Also as well too. Now, you guys remember in the parts of the, I will say the close to the ending of the movie of the Dark Knight, the second movie, is where the Joker has a conversation with Harvey. If you guys don't know who Harvey is a I don't think he's not a detective guy. He's a lawsuit guy that some villains who are in around the city that don't like him. You know, they want to kill him. They just don't like him because I'm just it just basically just seems to me that he's like, you know, he seems like he's a public bad guy or something, you know, or something like that or something. But you know, I like when the Joker just had a talk with him, and you could just tell like the Joker was just like being very serious. I'm not gonna say it too much because, but what just happened, you know, in that scene because YouTube reason, and you know that's just basically I just want people to really to understand it. But let me just say this: the Joker. He's not scared. He's not scared. He's not scared for what's ever wrong. He loves that Antarctic basically what's going on, and just basically like, giving him that little bit spice of the Antarctic to Harvey just to make Harvey look like he's really is a bad guy, which he's really is not. Well, which he's not really is not. And I love the part like when the Batman was asking the Joker, so like, what did you do to Harvey? Where is Harvey at? Where is Harvey at? And the Joker says he says, well, let's just say me and him have a good conversation. Let's just say I gave him a little some inspiration. By meaning by that, I just gave him a nice big push. Yeah. If you guys don't know, understand what I mean by that, is basically he gave Harvey some spice. That's basically what he did. Not like, you know, the drug or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about, you know, basically a motivation to motivate himself, you know, and just to do what he wants to do. And what Harvey does, he's free to do whatever he wants to do. And you can just tell Harvey was one of the questions against the Joker, even though the Joker does know that Harvey is mad at the Joker. Joker knows that, and he really does. And so that's the reason why I'm saying this because that's the reason why I'm saying this because it's just like the girl with the brown hair, and you know the princess was like, I was like asking like, you took things way too far, but he said no, it's not because I took way things too far. It's not just because of that. It's basically because of the fact he gave them some spice to motivate them and gave them that extra big push. Motivation. That's what they need. Motivation. He wasn't there to try to start a fight. Okay, he wasn't there to do that. However, he did piss some people off, but what he just said right there. But that was a very good reason why he did all that. He wasn't trying to offend anyone, which he really was not. Which he really was not. He was not looking for a fight or anything like that. He just wants them to know. It's just to understand. Listen to me. I'm going to do things my way, either you guys trust me or not. But to be honest with you, I trust him because some people are just not really all that soft. Some people are just really don't even care. Just really don't even care. And you know that's just what I loved about the MC character. I'm not saying he's a heartless, cruel, bad guy or anything like that. He's really is not. But he's just basically he's the type of guy who just wants to motivate people. That's all he really wants to do. And just like I said for you know about what he says, he wants he wants to give them something you know that can motivate them, you know, and stuff like that. And I understand that the princess was worried of the fact because you know because of like all those things you basically said there that we don't need that kind of talk. I understand that. I understand, but you also have to realize and to understand really to understand that he knows what he's doing. He's knows what he's doing, and it's not just because he's taking control of the park, but he's kind of like he wants to be the management of the park. But even though the princess, she's still the CEO of the park, so whatever she says, it goes. It goes. So yeah. And if I was him, I would tell the princess tell the president, say, relax, don't worry, I got this under control. We're gonna make things happen in 3 months. So yeah, definitely, I do like his attitude, where he's going, and basically what he said. I'm sorry, so sorry for the video is kind of long. There's just some things I just wanted to tell you guys about in regards with Disney or Universal, whatever it maybe is, or the game of Roller Coaster Tycoon and anime. They show the exact same things of basically what's going on real life, the game, and anime. So try to think about that. That's all I can just say. Try and think about that. But yeah, it was. I'm just gonna end it off with there. I'm talking way too much. I need something to drink real quick. But yeah, it was just. It was. I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you guys have a day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And please hit the notification bell as well too. That's just let me know you guys are watching my videos. And leave your comments down below. But yeah, anyways, it's Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a day. Take care. God bless. Remember, Jesus love you. I love you guys. Please stay safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.